Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of this design. It was done using this cipher here, which can be used in a lot of different styles and formats. The simplest of those styles is this sort of unraveled version, where it is a direct letter-to-letter translation, and this in fact is a font that a friend of mine, Impronounceable, is letting me use for this, and if we do this in times, we have this. I did have to capitalize some letters because vowels these little guys can either be by themselves or inside our consonants, which are the letters before the big ones. Or they could be by themselves or they could be inside it. So here's if we turn this into, come on, a normal times New Roman. Right, this is just on acts of imagination and I have the vowels enclosed. But if this I here were like this, it'll now be capitalized. That's what I did. But that does not actually make something capital or lowercase. There is no capital or lowercase in the script other than like bolding a letter or like someone putting emphasis on the letter and making it particularly big. But in this design, there's nothing I've kind of emphasized. It's done simplistically. Yada yada. This was a bit rambly than most of my videos. I'm sorry about that, but I really like this new font that Impronounceable made, and I like playing with it. So, anyway, let's go ahead and read this script. So you read starting at the bottom and you go counterclockwise, like a time traveler going back in time. And perfectly vertical sentences like that, it's hard to tell if you're going to start at the top, like you would in English, or at the bottom, like you would in Sirkles. So I put this little marker here, this guy, to tell you where to start and also which direction is counterclockwise. So this little mark does make it so you can flip and mirror and reverse any of the designs. So if this gets flipped, bam, like this, it's still legible because you know you read this way, because this is now pointing that way. So anyway, here's our first letter of our first word, and it is a shallow divot shape, meaning it's this base letter stem, or this one here, same as these guys, here, here, and here. And those are for the letters in this row. And now it becomes a W when you get two lines put on it. So here are the two lines in this linearized font, whereas 1, 2 lines are here. And lines count where they end on a letter stem, so this counts here, that counts here, and then this counts here, and that counts here. Because both a W and an H have 2 lines, and this has no artistic decisions in it. It is literally just a font, whereas I had to decide what I wanted to do with those 4 lines to make kind of a shape. And similarly, there are 3 dots, 1, 2, 3 dots on an L, which is a completed circle inside the word circle. And here's the O, and here's the E. So basically going from this step to this step is where an artist gets involved to do the calligraphy of it. So anyway, yeah, so you combine the rows with the columns, or the letter stems, and the modifiers to make the consonants. And vowels are little guys, and they can be by themselves or attached. So I'm going to go ahead and get to it for the rest of the translation and just kind of read through it, and I'll point at the stuff in this font to show where I'm at. So we have this shallow divot with 1, 2 lines on it, and another one with 1, 2, 3 lines. That would be the W and the S at the beginning and the end of the word. The O has a little guy on the line of the word circle. R has 3 dots, 1, 2, 3. L has 3 dots, 1, 2, 3. And D has 3 dots, 1, 2, 3. And I just made that nice little arc there with those dots. And then here's that S, worlds. And then we have this word starting at the bottom. 1, 2 lines on the P. P's got 2 lines. I has a line going inwards. There's the I line. A V has 1 line, and I connected that up with the I. And then a T's got nothing. So that would be pivot. And then on O, little guy, O, and then an N, N. And then we have A, 4 dots on the C, 4 dots on the C, T, T, S, S has 1, 2, 3 lines, X, O, O, just like the O and on, O, and F has 3 lines, 1, 2, 3, and then imagination, kind of our big word, and I'm really happy with this design. I got a lot of fun things like that triple circle there, and then the triangle kind of behind it, plus the triangles marked by vowels, and then there's kind of another triangle in here, although I had to make the O match the A's. And I did do something funny with that slash here. I'll get to it when I get to it. So anyway, we start at the bottom. Here's our I. M has 3 lines. Now this is our M, and there's 2 connections there plus a third one there. So that would be the M. And then the A is outside our word circle, attached to the M. And then we have a G, which is a deep divot, G, with an I in it. And now the G has 1 line and the I has 1 line. So the I attached itself to the G and it counts there and it counts there. And then we have an N here with the 1 line there. A, T is a shallow divot, I line going inwards, I. And then we have our O and an N. Now, the O is before the N, and normally when a vowel is with a consonant like this GI, the consonant is read before the vowels. But if we look at our letter stacking rules, each slash to a vowel moves it up 1 letter in the stack. So that slash at the O brings it up in front of the N. So O-N as opposed to N-O. So yeah, I am A-G-I and A-T-I-O-N. So yeah, that's that design. I hope this video makes a bit of sense, and I hope you like it. Bye.